Hello.
Ew.
Hi, Scally. Have you died from the hurricane yet?
Well, obviously not.
Has your house died?
Nope.
Damn
Again,
it.
obviously not.
Uh, You could be playing at somebody else's house, like on somebody. Why is this not fucking working?
It's true that I have a gaming laptop, and I could technically probably be playing from that, but I'm not.
Wait, are you like on Warframe?
Yeah, I'm
Why?
actively playing a mission.
Creepy.
It's not that I don't enjoy Warframe, or I didn't want, or I wanted to stop playing. It's just you need something to take a break from it every once in a while.
Well, yeah, but my only question is for how long?
Oh, fucking like I think you misunderstand my idea of taking a break. It means that I play other games when um, I'm not actively playing Warframe.
Oh.
I'm one of those people that's kind of a one game at a time. And when I take a break from a game, I might come back to it to like accomplish a daily task or whatever, but
Oh,
I'm just not going to be playing it for 3 and 4 and 5 hours at a shot. I'll get whatever I came to do done, and then I'm going to go play the other game or games.
ah, of
Make more
course.
sense now?
I figured that's what it was. I just wanted to hear your personal explanation of it. You know what's fun? Trolls and sortie missions. That's what's fun.
I don't particularly find that fun, but
Hey, let's just have a radiation hazard where you have to play with other people. Like one where I'm actually trying to get stuff done instead of playing a frame that lets me stay alive. I could be playing Wukong, but no!
see, that's why I usually play sorties solo these days. I've got powerful enough weapons. I am powerful enough warframes. I don't necessarily need people to play with the vast
Well,
majority of the time. So
that's the idea, but I wasn't able to do the interception solo.
you need a better frost then. Fucking love this weapon, especially with frost. It's ridiculous.
uh, my wall! Oh. My Trump wall!
Your Trump wall.
Woo!
Oh, it's fucking sniper only. This is gonna suck. Well, maybe it won't suck too bad. Equipment, arsenal.
How? I don't know how all these people are dying.
Shit. Operator.
Dudes, stop running into my glass shards, okay? Maybe I shouldn't have brought Gara on this. Because I'm staying alive great, but my teammates is running into my glass shards that is just hovering around my body. And they are dying.
They're dying because they suck. They suck. They suck. They really, really suck.
That should be pretty obvious, though. We're gonna get Gara.
They're being out-survived by a Gara. Yeah, they kind of suck.
Gara is, like, really good right now.
Nerf in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, it's a sortie, and we're on the freaking Void's last mission, so everybody's over level 80. Got 85s. I'm doing shit tons of damage with my 4 and my 2. Like, I'm a Gara, and we've got an Inaros, a Saren, and who's this other person? Somebody else. And I'm taking the least damage and doing the most damage with a Gara. That's just kind of sad. Can't wait to get a sculpture.
I think they all went to see the little bastards.
Ha ha. Maybe if you were coming to the extraction. Moron. Yep, got a sculpture. Nice. Wonder how many of these I got now. This is awesome. See, Scally, I actually have good attitude about what I get. I don't get mad and cuss at other people and blame them for, you know, bad curse and then saying, I don't even believe in that stuff.
So this is Be a Prick Day. Someone told you today was your day to be a prick. All right, roger that.
You should have told me you weren't in a good mood. That's too bad.
I'm not in a bad mood.
Oh, you're not?
Nope.
You're in a sad mood. Depression.
Nope, just busy.
With? Oh.
Doing the interception.
Wait a minute. You're using Frost, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I was going to use Frost, but thought, I really want to try out this Gara build on a high-level mission. How come you're off?
I am off because my last day was yesterday and I start the new job on Monday.
Wait, so it was already 2 weeks ago that you went in for your interview and you got the job?
Yep. It's actually more than 2 weeks since I went in for the interview because they took their time deciding. It's been almost a month since I went in for the interview.
Where the hell is all my time going?
Same place every other adult's time goes.
Into the toilet. Down the drain. I still have a ton of these sculptures. I finally got my primed vigor.
Yeah?
And I used the legendary core on it, so I could...
Nice. Good for you, dude.
Not... So that's what's the? Do you know what the 500-day login rule is? It the Zenith or the Zenith?
I think I'm on 550 or some shit. So I got the Zenith gun. I think on 500. Yeah.
I need to look and find out what that thing does.
Oh, it's the gun that has two modes, automatic and single fire, and single fire has infinite punch through.
Oh. Yeah. And now I have my rank 3 Exodia Force on my stat stick.
Yeah, it's a great addition to the
It's,
stat stick.
it's gonna be cool. 50% chance to deal 200% weapon damage. Oh, that's cool. Viral.
Wow, this fucking Vectis is goddamn ridiculous.
What? Every time I turn the stream on, there is lag. I don't.
Gotta be you, homie.
Thanks, AT&T. Damn it.
That's your. Oh god, that would fucking explain pretty much everything. I mean,
Why
I don't know.
AT&T suck?
I guess if you had Uverse Fiber, I've heard that's pretty good, but the rest of it just blows ass.
Or wait a minute. No, wait, I lied. I think it's Google Fiber.
No, you don't have Google Fiber. You'd never get any lag ever.
Then it's probably not Google Fiber.
No, it's almost certainly not Google Fiber.
Probably more likely it's AT&T then.
Who's your service provider?
Probably AT&T.
You don't know who your service provider is? Who you get your internet from?
I can't remember. I get my internet and my phone from like different people. One of them is Google Fiber and the other one is AT&T. I can't remember which is which.
Google Fiber is only in like 3 cities, so unless you live in a Google Fiber city, you don't have Google Fiber. And if you have voice over IP, I guarantee it's probably AT&T.
At least we know
I
where all
kind
the
of wish
lags.
Google Fiber had extended beyond 3 cities.
sure. Now I don't know because I'm not the one who put it in. I'm not paying for it. The bill's not coming to me.
Then okay.
It goes
Well,
from
you can
Elaine.
go to speedtest.net and they'll tell you who your fucking provider is.
Speedtest.net.
Yep.
Okay, let's see here.
You know what? I'm gonna try the cunt on this and hope that I don't get fucked.
Oh look, first thing that pops up.
Oh wow, I don't even have any arcanes on this prick. Let's fix that. This is a radiation hazard one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck radiation.
I failed the first one because this dumb troll ass got in and kept killing us all. And then they killed the objective.
How do you... Oh, the baddies killed the objective.
Yes. Unless the radiation proc actually allows you to kill the console, which I don't know why they would do that. That would not make me happy. I just want my organ reactor blueprint, dang it.
Gift of the Lotus? Yeah, I logged in and did those last night.
I'm going to be real with you. I don't know how much I'm going to be playing Payday 2.
If it's not your thing, it's not your thing.
But, you know, then there's not really going to be much we can all play together. And if you're kind of into it, I'm going to be all sad. All emotional. Oh, come on. Oh, what is this? Why do we have a Hydroid?
Because somebody in your team's fucking mental?
I gotta say, Hydroid is fun, but this is not how you play Hydroid, okay? You get the augment for his 1, and you spam his 1.
Depends on what you're trying to accomplish, but yeah.
On the defense.
That is a way to play Hydroid.
Or you just build them for efficiency, duration, and range, and you press 2 everywhere. Yeah, this could be.
God damn it. Fuck. Fucking nullifier.
See, the nullifier is
God damn it!
That's why I didn't take Frost.
Frost doesn't really give a shit about nullifiers. It's
Limbo. Well,
Limbo
actually,
that gives a fuck about nullifiers.
That's what I meant. I said Frost, I meant Limbo. Because I really wanted to take Limbo, but it's the Void.
Wow, Rift Surge fucking saved my ass there. God damn it! I'm really fucking tired of instant kill fucking bombard bullshit.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
I have homing rockets and they one-shot you. Nigga, what? No.
I was gonna. I was hoping you were gonna get on before I did the sortie, and I was gonna say, if I take Loki, and you take Excalibur on that exterminate, I'm sure we could have a lot of fun. But then I realized it wasn't Lua, and there wasn't gonna be Noxes that could stand in front of, and you know, die to. So it wasn't gonna be quite as fun.
So you're definitely a troll.
How?
How are you not a troll?
How am I not?
Explain that one.
Do you have proof that you're not a troll? I mean, I do play Limbo a lot, so there's that. So after going back and watching I swear, whole stream and not just the rage parts, I promise. There were a couple of times where you were like really zoned in on a couple of dudes, and Nox was just like out of your line of sight, and you were kind of, how do I say, dying. I want to say noobing, but nobody's perfect, you know. Wow, that's funny.
Well, completed it with Limbo Prime. Went down a couple of times, but it's all good.
Did you put arcanes on him?
Yeah, Arcane Guardian, and of course I got a Sculpture.
Why would you put Arcane Guardian on
Arcane Guardian and Arcane Healing, I think is what it is for the radiation.
Wait. Why would you put Arcane Guardian? Isn't that plus a bunch of armor?
It's 20% for plus 600 armor, and yeah, there's a good goddamn reason. Limbo's squishy as fuck, at least in my build, so that gives him a few extra seconds of, I can cast this shit before you fuck me up.
I see. I thought he had really
Plus
low...
1 revive. So.
I thought he had a really low armor rating.
Yeah, his armor rating is stupid low.
65 or something.
Yes, so with a 600, when it procs, that's 665 armor as opposed to 65.
Oh, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I thought it just meant 600. I thought it was just 600%.
No. It's like a flat stack.
If it's just that, then yeah, that's really good. Crap. Throw one of those on Valkyr and never ever die. Or on an Aros.
An Aros never dies anyway, but on an Aros you'd want the gold one that does where it's like when you get behind him.
It provides lifesteal.
No, it's hold on. It provides armor, but it's like it's ridiculous. Hold on. It's a gold one. It's not Avenger. Which one is it? It's not Fury. Fury is nice though. Precision would be fucking nice. It's Arcane Ultimatum. On finisher, 100% chance for plus 600 armor for 20 seconds.
Oh, so you just run around, you cast one, and then you melee, or you cast one, and then you melee, and then you don't die forever.
Well, I mean, Inaros already does that if you have a decent weapon, but yeah, basically.
Well, I did the Exterminate with Inaros and the Archiplasmor.
I'll be honest, man, with Inaros, if you've got a great Inaros, you don't really need anything but Inaros. Like Inaros and a frickin' melee, and a good melee weapon. And if you're doing like a dual daggers that stacks the snot out of melee. Oh, I have a spare Virtuos Shadow now. Haha.
Well, was gonna say, if you use covert lethality on a dagger.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, covert lethality.
Yeah, I actually have a ton of those. They're not. Hey, hey,
I just
just.
don't know what daggers that I want to use for that covert lethality build. I might use
Uh,
Fang Prime, honestly.
no. Well, hold
I
on
haven't
now.
looked at it in a
Scally is
while, but
Prime
yeah.
every night now that he's going to be getting his Chroma Prime.
Right. Actually, now I have to go look at the daggers. Give me a second. Because I know I have one that I use for this. Rack to Dark Dagger. There it is.
Hmm. Let's see. It doesn't give you finisher stats. None of them give you finisher stats.
Ah,
What are you guys up to?
Oh, not much. I'm just looking at. I might make myself a deadly dagger build.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
Actually, now I gotta go look at the blueprints for daggers because I want one of those now. Dang it.
What is that fucking thing called?
Covert lethality.
Yeah, I know I have one. I don't know why the hell I'm not seeing it. Oh, apparently I don't have covert lethality. Or if I do, it can't be used on Fang Prime. That's annoying.
It's because it's a dual dagger.
Well, that's fucking retarded. I
There's
don't have
no,
a regular dagger.
well, like on mine, I've got no forma in it. It just says daggers. It doesn't say dual daggers on it.
That sucks.
Plus 100 extra damage on melee attacks or lethal damage on finishers. That and an Ash with the 3 for his augment, or the augment for his 3.
You know what? I might make the Plague Aquin, which is just a grip, sadly, and then put like the Bala on it. Make like a, you know what? That's not a bad idea at all. Make a Zaw dagger. Why the fuck not, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. But I only have one Plague Aquin. I don't know if I want to get rid of it.
Well, with any luck, they'll redo Plague Star sometime soon.
I was out of the game when they redid it. I didn't even know they redid it. Because I would have gotten on and farmed a whole bunch of Forma.
That's what a lot of people did.
I mean, it was literally the best thing to come out of there. I think there was like a regular Snipetron or a weapon and some other stuff, but Forma. I have 12 spare covert lethalities.
Oh, wow. That's fucking nice. That's a nice... Let me preview that, Gilded. Oh, that's sexy as shit. A Bala with a Plague Aquin and a Vargeet 2 Ruhang has... its speed's kind of slow, but you can fix that. Critical chance is 32%. The 10% status chance. Puncture of 48, slash of 28. That's rather nice.
Now, I have a decent Dark Dagger build, but like it's got 34% status to deal.
I don't know. I'm kind of like into Zaws. Zaws are amazing, so I'm thinking like a Blood Rush covert lethality Zaw might be just the trick.
I mean, daggers are... I don't use daggers on very many frames. The only frames that I will use daggers on is Ash, Loki, and that other one.
Naros?
And Anaros. And the other one. Vara. That's it.
I don't know why you'd put a dagger on Gara.
Ivara. Ivara. Not Gara. also at some point I realize if I get on payday, Scally will probably in fact see my new name.
I already saw it.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I was like, oh god, here we go.
We're like, he's definitely a troll. He's just a troll. That's all he is.
Troll, lol, lol, lol.
Change his name on here to Troll. Why? Wait, what are you doing right now? Are you pooping?
Why would I be doing that?
I'm not seeing your face in the cam.
Okay, what's your evidence that I'm pooping?
What else would you be doing?
Getting
Seriously,
something to drink, answering the door,
answering the door.
walking around the house, fingering your mom.
That I don't think you'd want to do that.
Probably not.
When everybody's always like your mom, I'm like, you haven't seen my mom. I think you would reconsider. No
There's
offense
something pinky for everyone.
No offense to my mom, but also personally, I don't like daggers.
In Warframe, no, I'm not a big fan of daggers in Warframe.
But you do have in between 2,500 and 3,000 hours on this game. You pretty much don't have anything to do at this point. You're just kind of waiting for Fortuna to come out and just basically see if you can do that one without it completely killing everything you've ever thought about this game. And just making it 10 times as bad.
I mean, if you're a fan of Tony Hawk, you'll be a fan of Fortuna.
Didn't care for the Tony Hawk games, but
honestly, if I were, I don't know who that is really, but I imagine it's some skateboard. Or why do I still have this?
Yeah, it's a It's a skateboarder.
The game's amazing. The first two, so good.
I wish I could find a better use for the cost assist. I guess a cost assist would be okay on an Aros. Just have to put a bit of range on it. I can't get rid of the cost assist. It's too good.
Ugh, I hated that weapon.
Why?
No physical damage, only fucking
corrosive.
Corrosive. Well, whatever. I think it was toxin that it did. And that was.
Yeah, I've got shocking touch on here, so it probably was.
Yeah, if it's shocking touch, it'll deal corrosive, and that's all fine and good. But still, just a giant pain in the ass. Because it doesn't have shit for range. It doesn't do. If it does physical damage, it's very, very minimal.
It doesn't. Its heavy attack is what you want to use. Or its charge attack.
Even so, it's still kind of trash.
Yeah,
I mean, that's more of an opinion than it is anything else.
Well,
we all know that the reality is you can dump a shitload of forma into something and make it decent.
I've got one forma in it. It does 66% status chance, 1100 corrosive damage, and if you blind somebody, you gotta hit them when they can't see you for it to do maximum damage, because you gotta get those stealth gas procs. But
so I need to get I think I just need to get the Bala here then.
I haven't hunted any Terries for a while. And honestly, I do actually really, really enjoy hunting those. Those are one of the few things in the game that I actually find enjoyable at this point. Now I only have 1,500 hours on this hour or so, or on this game, but
Haha, 500.
you have 500.
Yes, sir.
Dang it, that's it.
Yeah, I'm like 30 hours away from having 3,000 hours in this shit. Not even 30 hours, honestly.
You get like a special Tenno bobblehead sent to you.
It would be nice if they did something special for people that have spent, that much time in game, but they don't. Instead, they shit on us by doing whatever the fuck the damn the YouTube influencers want them to do. Even though the YouTube influencers are some of the shittiest fucking players I've ever goddamn seen.
That's not true. I think that Cephalon Shy is actually halfway decent unless she's using the lens.
Dude, if you can't be a good player when you're using the lens, you just can't be good.
Well, she is a chick, so,
You and your patriarchy there, Seth.
I'm sorry, what did you call me?
Patriarchy.
Patriarchy. You're oppressing me with your patriarchy.
So, if I make a blanket statement about all players, male or female, and it just so happens to apply to a female, I'm sexist? Why don't you just pack your shit and get off my planet?
That's how it works now.
That's not how it works. That's never how it has worked. It will never work that way.
I don't know where you live.
Right.
I realize that retards want to believe that it works that way because it makes them feel better about having the fucking same amount of brain cells as a goddamn fruit fly, but that's not how that shit actually works.
Makes you an ableist, by the way.
An ableist.
Makes you an ableist.
I also understand that Evil Intent is a complete fucking troll. We love him in spite of that, not because of it.
That knows what's going on around the world, though.
Yeah, man, he listens to Ben Shapiro.
I'm aware that people believe a bunch of stupid shit because it makes them feel better about their sad, pathetic, otherwise meaningless and useless existences, but that doesn't make it true.
What? Do you not listen?
You can believe that if you find a fucking unicorn and swallow its horn like it's a fucking phallus, that it'll give you magical godlike powers, but that doesn't make the shit true. Well, I think I was blah, blah, blah. You're an idiot. You can think whatever the hell you want. There's plenty of people who think stupid shit day in and day out. Doesn't make it true.
Well, I mean, but Scally, do you like, have you ever heard of Ben Shapiro?
I've heard the name. I've heard you guys mention the name multiple times, but you have to understand you're name dropping a dude that I don't know enough about to even disrespect. Which means I don't give a shit what he has to say, what he thinks, where he's from, who he is, what he does. He could burst into flames and I would neither know nor care.
So you wouldn't be at all interested to go and look and see who the person is?
Nope.
Ah.
Might as well build some extra Oroxium alloy because I only had like 20 or so and...
Nazi.
Excuse me?
What?
Who's a Nazi?
I mean, you did say some, you know.
Well, go on. Finish your sentence. Finish your thought, your train of thought there.
Something about you not being interested in Ben Shapiro and he's a Jew and,
Oh, no. You read into that what you wanted to read, not what was actually there. I don't give a shit what his nationality is. He could be purple with pink polka dots and I still wouldn't give any more of a fuck.
Darn Jews.
He could be named by every white person ever the Great White Hope and I still wouldn't give a fuck. I would actually think less of him at that point.
He is pretty white, now that you mention it. Oh, by the way, were you looking for some gems, Scally? Because I've got like.
At one point I was doing Radiance and Tirum, but I don't need much of that at the moment. Or yeah, I don't need much of that at the moment. I have 18, and I'm probably gonna go farm some more in a little bit. I'll probably log in and farm some about once a day until I have more than enough to ever worry about.
Good way to make some extra plat too.
Right.
Radiance and Serum, I made like 200-300 plat the other day off of it.
Oh, really?
How much plat do they go for?
I was selling them really cheap, like 2 plat per one, and people were like, "I need 50, I need 60."
Nice. Let me go hop on the market since it's right here and see what this is. See what.
Yeah, some people do like 4 or 5. I was just doing it like dirt cheap for 2, and I literally got cleaned out in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's going for 4 or 5 plat, but it's not like people just need one of them.
Yep. So that's why I undercut everybody and sold it at 2.
So
yeah, if you've got enough of it, you can make a shitload of plat, no doubt.
Yep, I did.
I have Google Fiber. Huh.
Dude, if you have Google Fiber, you should never experience any lag at any time. If you have Google Fiber and you're getting lag, something's up with your computer, and you might want to consider upgrading.
That would have, yeah, it would have to be my computer at this point then. I don't know anything about computers, so.
Spend some time on Newegg, and YouTube. You'll learn. Well, I would say YouTube, but most of the big names on YouTube just kind of suck dick at building computers. There's a few of them that kind of sort of know what they're talking about. I can actually link you to some decent videos. One of the most surprising ones, in my opinion, was I didn't used to like the dude, Steve from Hardware Unboxed, because a lot of the shit he says is just way the fuck off the wall. And then me and a bunch of other people were like, dude, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You know, you need to do a test this way, this way, this way. Do it. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're way the fuck off base. So the guy finally fucking caved and did a video on it and was shocked by his own results. And he was like, oh, well, all right then. You know, it's one thing to go, oh, well, Intel always has better IPC, and not know how IPC works. And then it's another thing to actually go do the test where it shows you know how IPC works and get a completely different result than what you've been preaching for 10 years and go, oh, oops, I guess I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. He didn't actually say, yeah, I guess I didn't know what I was talking about. That would have been the cream on the cake. That would have been the cream on the cake right there. But it was kind of, oh, yeah, well, it looks like they're really not that far off. It's not even by a whole percentage. Yeah, motherfucker. We've been telling you that. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You can't take 2 processors and go, well, let me give different core counts and different clock speeds and different cache latencies and different memory speeds, and I'm just going to do an apples to apples. No, nigga, at that point, you're comparing fucking Mars with goddamn Cygnus X500. You know what the fuck you're talking about. You got to match those things up so that it's a true apples to apples. And then once you do, it's like, oh, wow. I didn't realize that affect IPC. Yes, that's why it's called instructions per clock. If your clock speeds are off and your core counts are off, guess what? You can't do an IPC comparison, you fucking retard. It's like, I'm going to compare 4 gigahertz against a 2 gigahertz. Of course it's going to have better fucking instructions per clock, jackass. You've got 2 times the clocks on it. Of course, at that point, you're not measuring instructions per clock. You're measuring instructions per second. People are fucking stupid, and it drives me fucking crazy. I don't think it drives me crazy so much that they're dumb. It drives me crazy when they're dumb and spread stupidity and then make millions of dollars.
Oh.
It's like, if you want to be a fucking retard and stand in the middle of the street and paint a goddamn able target on you and then tell everybody to shoot you with a 50 caliber, I'm okay with that. Fucking more power to you. But if you're making millions of dollars on YouTube fucking selling misinformation, please kill yourself right now. Just take yourself out back, have that last sip of whiskey, and then this time, pull the fucking trigger. But yeah, no, Steve did a pretty damn decent job on that video, so I'll give him that. Credit where credit's due.
Don't know who that is. I usually go to like Linus Tech Tips. I like that.
Linus is, you know what? I will give Linus this. He's entertaining, but he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's a retard.
So, well, yeah, but here's
Linus
the thing.
has to bring in other people that actually know what they're talking about, and even then, they get half of it wrong.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. He probably knows more than I do, so I would be watching him going, yeah, I never thought about doing it like that. Or
also, Linus isn't doing
if you're gonna follow
high level stuff.
If you're gonna follow somebody's build advice, or you're gonna like look at YouTube, as much as I hate to say it, the dude on Gamers Nexus actually mostly knows what he's talking about. He occasionally gets shit wrong. It makes me fucking sigh. But
so you're gonna make a video about building stuff that's completely
I don't have enough fucking backing. If I did, yes, I would, and I would put them on all the time, and I would bash every other YouTuber that ever got anything wrong, like always. Oh, look, you see this fucking video from Linus? Well, this is where he fucked shit up, and here's scientific proof that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. And if he can't do it right, he needs to get his dumb ass off YouTube.
And also give me his money.
I don't care about his money. He can keep his money. He can quit YouTube and take his money with him.
But you want your own money.
Yes.
Come think of it, I want money too.
I would actually not care if I didn't get paid a dime and do all of it out of pocket if it meant the retards went away. I would straight up do all of it for free if that meant that people like Jay's 2 Cents and Linus just left YouTube forever.
So what you're saying is I'm going to have to go through a whole bunch of videos of people who probably don't know what they're talking about in order to find a decent build.
A handful of people who might know what they're talking about, yeah. That's basically how that plays out.
That's disappointing.
But you could do it yourself, or you could just, I can show you some examples where people have done things where it shows that they at least try to, do the intelligent thing.
If you've got some links to some videos, I know that there's some stuff wrong with my computer. I just don't. Come on, really?
Troubleshooting a computer is a completely different ballgame from.
No. Like, stuff needs to be upgraded. Like, actual pieces in my computer. I bet I still have the boxes around here somewhere.
Wow, a lot of these are fucking old. Let's see if I know this one's not it, but I'm gonna take a look at it right here, real quick, and see if this dude fucking set it clock for clock. Oh, dude, I hate going through fucking YouTube videos on anything that's not fucking Chrome. Watch like 10 minutes of fucking ads to get a goddamn 3-minute video. Fuck you.
Wait,
get off of here.
You're using Chrome? People
Who
still
the
use
fuck
Chrome.
doesn't use Chrome? You're fucking retarded if you don't use Chrome at this point.
I hate Chrome. God.
Really? What else do you use?
I love Chrome. Chrome is great. It's all I use.
Uh-huh.
It's good, happy, good stuff.
What are you using, Firefox?
And especially if you're Firefox, no. Never use Firefox. Oh, no, wait a minute. Unless I am using Chrome, and this is just a vast special happiness added to it. That's probably what this is. That's why it's so good. It's because of a vast.
Nope, the fucker did it again. Not even anywhere close to the same clock speeds. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You don't do game. Oh, let's benchmark these two CPUs against each other, and then we're gonna do a damn near a full gigahertz fucking clock speed difference between the two as part of the comparison. You missed the point of your own video, jackass.
What does any/all of that mean? Ah, shit. Oh, I still got it though.
Did Cephalon tell you I've been unlocking Sentinel Ribbon mods?
Oh, that's great. So, Scally.
What's up?
Ryu here, he's unlocked about five? That sounds 4 or 5 Sentinel ribbons here in his past, 15 ribbons.
Sentinel. Oh wow.
Sentinel
like
weapon.
Sweeper laser rifle.
Burst
and then like
laser.
MR 16 and 17.
Burst laser, and then the one for Jin's. It's like a poison dart thing. Here we go. This is what I wanted. I bet I could probably find the link to all of the parts. Yeah. As soon as I get out of this, I'll go look for that. Because I'm pretty sure I can find the link to what I used to build my computer. Even though I didn't really actually build it, my brother helped me put it together. The only problem with using Volt for Cetus Wisp farming is that I have 310% power strength on him, and it's just way too fast. The Cetus Wisp farming has just not been very good for... Oh, shit.
I gave up on Cetus Wisp farming.
Why?
Because it never works for me.
Well, sometimes it's better than other times.
It's just I'll just buy from the quills and be done with it. Or do the bounties.
Actually, the bounties are a pretty good way to get those. Also, if you're doing the highest level one, there's a chance to get Kuva and relics. And Breath of the Eidolon!
I have so much of that Breath of the Eidolon.
Oh, I only have about 390 or so left. Scally,
What?
you're not like going through a whole bunch of videos right now, are you? Because I didn't mean to be all. Wait, did you say no? Because I was under the impression that you had some links to stuff, and I was like, well, if you've got those, just kind of
Not handy, no.
Sitting on them, I'd take them. I don't mean go do a whole bunch of research for me. I didn't mean to come across like that.
No, it's not a bunch of research. You'd actually, the problem is you'd have to dig up the few decent videos there are that actually explain things. And most of it is, I hate it, but the reality is that YouTubers are just like everybody else in the sense that they have to cater to whoever pays the bills, which means a lot of what you'll get on YouTube is lies and misinformation because the people with the most money don't always make the best product. They just pay the biggest bills to influencers, which you guys should already know from playing Warframe.
Yep, and I can't wait to sell out. Oh, I can't wait.
Right. That's why Scally will never be able to become a partner, because he actually wants good things to happen to the game, and that's just...
I do too, but I'm more than willing to sell out.
I would not sell out. And that's probably why I'd never be a partner.
Like, you guys want to play Warframe on the best settings ever? Try this new Razer laptop.
I'd like to thank our sponsors today.
Play Warframe in 5K with this 300 gig RAM.
Yeah, I wouldn't even agree
Razer laptop.
I wouldn't even agree to lead a video in with, well, before we begin our video, here's today's sponsor. No, if you want to see sponsors, you can wait till the end of the video like every goddamn body else. You know how they do credits at the end of movies? That's where sponsors go. In the credits, at the end of the video. Enjoy your fucking day. Oh, you don't like that? Oh, well, that's a fucking shame. Because that's how I do. That's how I play.
Man, when you want to help somebody out, but they don't want help, dang it. Come here. Whammo.
I think people would rather feel special than actually be special.
No, you don't think
That's
that.
because being special comes with responsibility. Most people don't
That's
like
correct.
Responsibility.
You don't think that you know that. You know it. I know it. Ryu knows it. Come on.
That has been my observation and my experience.
Unfortunately, that's just common knowledge at this point, which kind of sucks when you actually stop to think about it. I personally try not to, but it's all about the feels, man.
Fuck the feels.
Just pander to my fifis, and here's my vote, and my money, and my soul. Oh, by the way, Ryu, what you have,
Sir?
you know, you have to kind of go to, like, literally every single spot of water. Like, I've gone to almost all of them, and I've only got 10 Cetus Wisps, and I'm running a booster.
Yeah, so was I yesterday, and I got like 2. Works great on the gems, but I honestly feel like they put something in there so it doesn't work on the Cetus Wisp.
No, it does. Every time you
Oh,
pick up a single Cetus Wisp, instead of getting 1, you get 2. It's just, it doesn't... The resource drop chance, I don't think, affects the Cetus Wisps. So you're either going to get a bunch, or you can go fuck yourself.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because I was testing that, and I'm really pretty sure that it doesn't increase the chances that you'll get.
Yeah, because I've done the resource booster and the drop chance, and I got maybe 1 or 2 extra. after.
And that could just
Well, no,
be
here's the thing.
because-
Okay, so the resource booster actually works. And
Well,
the
yeah,
way that works is if there's actually a Cetus Wisp, instead of picking up, okay, let's say you do a run, and that's all you're
Oh
doing
no!
is
So I
picking
pick up
Cetus
one,
Wisp.
I pick up two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, oh, wow, only 4 spawned in. Well, you won't just get 4, you'll get 8. Well, that's a hell of a lot better than going, well, it just got 4. I guess I'm going to have to do another run.
Oh, I know, but I'm talking about like I've done runs and circled all the spots and got like 2.
That happens. They're
Yeah.
random.
It happens to me like every time, so that's what I'm just.
So then you're just all it is you're running into some really bad luck.
Pretty
Like
Well, that's why I'm just getting them from
Like
the
when
bounties and the quills now.
like when I first came into the clan and started doing the sorties with Scally.
I'm still getting nothing. Dude, every time you're on, I get Anasa statues. Although, in your defense, I will say this in your defense, there have been plenty of times where you haven't been on lately, and I've run, and I've gotten an Anasa statue. It's just far less fucking frequent when you're not sitting there bitching
Give me
about,
those
oh,
statues
better
you
get
don't
my
want.
statue.
Give me those statues you don't want, Scully.
Oh no, I sold them off for I'll put it this way, I'm almost out of Amber Stars. Endo, baby.
I'm re-leveling my Rhino Prime right now because I got narrow-minded on him. I put Blind Rage, so I need to get Endo farming.
Yep, don't say that too loud near Scally, unless...
Why?
Wait a minute. Do you actually use Blind Rage on Rhino?
Yeah.
I don't remember if I use it on him or not, but it's
I do.
Blind Rage is actually not a terrible idea on Rhino.
Take it back. I
He's
have
going
that.
to get more armor out of it.
I do have that
Yep.
on a 4 build. My Blind Rage just isn't maxed. For my-
Maxed
Yeah,
out
that's what
Blind
I-
Rage on Rhino is not a bad idea. Because he'll get more armor out of his iron skin. It gets really dopey when you compare it with combine it with something like Ironclad Charge. Like Plague Star was a perfect place to be an Ironclad Charge Rhino.
Well, yeah, you just press 1, you press 1, you press 1, and then you press 2, and suddenly you have infinite armor.
No, they patched Ironclad Charge so that
They did?
Yeah, so the way it works is you press 1 and it's however many combo you get on one charge. So you have to hit as many dudes as possible in one charge or fast enough. Which means the only way the Ironclad charges will stack that way is if you're using the cast thing where you get casting speed. The last time I tried it, that worked.
Well,
I haven't tried that in a while, so that might even be gone now. But that's another thing that just bugs the shit out of me about Warframe. They'll be like, oh, well, there was this thing, and we decided we didn't like it, so we patched it out of the game, but we didn't put it in our patch notes, and we didn't tell anybody. And you know what? If they complain, we'll just act like we don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, that actually does really bother me, personally, when that stuff like that happens.
It's all gaming companies, though.
No, believe it or not, no. There are some good ones who will give you the full patch notes, like, well, we didn't feel like this was a good thing, or there was a lot of complaints in the community about this thing being like really busted, so we went ahead and patched that out, and we know there's a lot of you that are going to be upset by it, but you know what? Too fucking bad.
Yeah, right.
It was game breaking, so we patched it out and removed it. Sadly, most of the games that do that die early deaths. But there were plenty of game companies that did it. I always respected Crytek because Crytek would take a stand and be like, you know what? We don't care if you don't like it. It's part of the game. It was there for a reason. We're not patching that, or we're not fixing it, or we're not nerfing it. And then there were other things where, they were just like, you know what? You're right. That shit was broken. We should have done better. We're sorry. Here, we patched it. But they were always very open and very clear about it, which is something that DE can't say.
Green Coaster.
Because DE has silently patched out a lot of shit. Like a shocking amount of things.
Wait, did they tell us when they were that they patched out our Oxium farm?
Oh yeah, with the capture thing. Yeah, that was actually they actually did do that, but I think the reason that they did that is fucking stupid because they missed the point of players doing that in the first place. So it's like, well, if you gave people a better option for Oxium farming, they wouldn't have been doing that shit in the first fucking place. But you didn't, so they did, and now you've
What were
taken
they
that away
doing?
too. What we would do? You went on one with us. I could have sworn is
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The capture.
yeah,
Yeah,
and you
And
just
then they changed it to where if you don't capture them in time,
it's
you
mission failed.
lose.
Yeah,
Yeah. I actually just that happened to me like 2 days ago. I was like, I need some Oxium. Let me just do this farm.
yeah, that
And then
was
like two
not a
minutes later, it
silent
was like you
patch.
fail.
They did at least tell people about that one, but you know, my thing with that is that yeah, okay, great, you told us, fucking toodaloo, but goddamn, you kind of missed the point of why people did that shit in the first fucking place. Like, it's fine to patch something,
now
but
how are we supposed to get Oxium?
if you miss the point of why people were doing things a certain way in the first fucking place, especially in a game like this that's really, really grindy, then all you really did was bend your players over and fuck them in the ass without permission. So basically, you raped your fucking player community because you thought rape was a fun thing.
I mean, if you're the one raping, then it is a fun thing. But
I suppose if you like being a rapist piece of shit, which clearly DE does,
and Harvey Weinstein.
they should just rename the company to the Harvey Weinstein Rape Factory.
That would be fairly accurate, would it not?
Oh, Harvey.
Oh, shucks, Harvey, you
That
old
poor guy. I feel bad for him.
thing.
I don't. I think he's a fucking turd. I think he probably.
Well, I mean, he's a
deserves worse than what he
despicable human
got.
being. The problem is that all the prominent people that turned on him, they were in on that shit too. So I don't feel bad about that whole thing at all.
Well, the prominent people who were in on it probably should have suffered. In fact, definitely, not probably, definitely should have suffered just as much as he did because they enabled that crap. They knew something fucked up was going on, and they didn't even try to put a stop to it half the time that, they enabled it. What's that old saying? Evil only prevails when good men stand by and do nothing.
Yep, very
We
good.
can be very 21st century with that and say evil only prevails when good men and women stand by and do nothing. I'm okay with that because it's still a very true, very logical statement. But yeah, and the thing that drives me fucking crazy about that is that at some point there were women who knew that shit was happening, who knew that shit was going on, and were just like, well, he's not doing it to me, so I don't care.
Oprah.
That bothers me.
What annoyed me about that, to be perfect, was you're talking out of two sides of your mouth. So one is you're saying that him doing that, offering trading sex for roles in movies is evil. But then you're also saying that, sex can be transactional and it's no one's business what two
Whoa!
people
When did
do.
I say that? When
No,
did I
not
say
you, not you, not you.
Yeah,
I'm
not
talking
you.
about people in general.
There's people who were defending that.
Because when it comes to they say like a woman's body is her choice and all that stuff, and that if she wants to have sex with somebody, then it's none of your business. I was like, okay, so in my personal opinion, if she wants to bang the producer, that's fine. I don't care. It's not my business if that's how she gets the part. But now you're saying that girls can do that, and they're innocent, but the guy that offers that, he's guilty. That's where I get annoyed.
that's what they call a double standard. Yeah. And
Switcheroo.
that's kind of the thing that feminists love to have is a double standard. We want to be treated like men and we want men to respect us like we are men, but we don't actually want the responsibility and all the bullshit that comes along with being men because, well, fuck that. No, bitches. Listen here. I'm totally cool with you being allowed to do everything that we do, provided that you have to put up with the same bullshit that we do.
It would be really nice, would it not?
Yeah, but you got to remember, feminists don't live in reality. There's reality, and they don't want to live in it.
That's also true, though.
That is sadly very true.
I mean, do you know how many feminists actually believe that a 150-pound woman and a 150-pound male are the exact same strength and
They're
run
not.
speed? I'm like, are you high?
Look, I don't think they actually personally believe that.
Oh, yes, they do.
Oh, yes,
oh,
they
yes,
do.
they do.
No.
Yes, they do.
No.
Yes, they do.
Hear me out.
You're saying personally, privately believe it. But it doesn't matter what they privately believe. What matters is what they preach. And when they're like, oh, well, if you take a 150-pound male and a 150-pound female, they're equal strength. Oh, no. I'm sorry, kiddos. Proven fact. Men have, 30% greater bone and muscle density than a woman of the same fucking size and build?
Yep.
30%. Now
our
that
upper,
the
our
problem
upper
that
bodies,
people,
our upper bodies are 50% stronger than female. Our lower bodies are 30% stronger.
it's a body average of 30%. The problem that people take away from that is, well, 30% is not much in the way of strength. 30% is the difference between life and death most of the time. 30% is, yes, I can bench press this heavy thing off of me and save my life, and I'm going to be crushed to death by this thing that's sitting on top of my chest. 30% is the difference between this person is going to pin me down and rape me until, they're tired, and I just crushed this dude's fucking skull for trying some shit with me.
Well,
30%
that's why I love
is
that book.
Fucking massive amount of difference in strength.
Have you ever read that book or heard of that book called The Sports Gene? About, one of the ways to cultivate athletes. They did a good study, and out of one woman, the average woman, out of 1,000 men, she would throw better than 2 of them. Out of just the average woman and 1,000 average males, she would only throw faster than 2 of them. So, like, grandpa down the street is still throwing faster. But they don't want to believe that. They think that's just lies and deceit.
Well, remember, how Serena Williams has been in the news recently?
Yeah, because she's a sore loser.
Well, obviously. And I didn't really know much about her except that she was really good until that happened and she got crushed and...
What happened? I don't keep
She lost a tennis match to a 20-year-old Japanese girl. And
that's fucking great.
And
dude,
she was basically bitching out at the ref, and then she got in trouble. I think he deducted a match point from her, so she lost.
Oh.
And she was saying that this was sexism because if this was a guy, it wouldn't have happened. And everyone was like, I don't know if you ever watched this thing called baseball, basketball, or football, but when they yell at the refs, they eject them.
Are you kidding? Have you ever seen the fucking male UFC?
Oh yeah,
male UFC fighters don't bitch at the refs. They punch the refs, and that's fine. You might even knock the ref out. Guess what? Your fucking UFC career is over.
Yeah, it's over.
What's
what's
that Irish dude's name that everybody was all about for a little while because he fought the boxer?
Is that McConnor?
Yeah,
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor. Okay,
yep,
motherfucker. Do you know that motherfucker is permanently ejected from the UFC? Do you know how?
How?
This son of a bitch fucking decided that he had a personal beef with another fighter for whatever reason. The reasons ultimately don't matter.
I know what you're talking about, but Dana White already forgave him.
Yeah, but he's never going to fucking fight again. I guarantee you that.
Yes, he is. Dina has already said it. They've already
really? They repealed that shit already?
Of course.
Oh, goddamn.
Well, he's kind of the poster boy for their whole sport. You can't just dump those.
Conor McGregor guarantees them $120 million a year just being in the UFC. They're not going to get rid of him.
Yeah.
They will dump his ass as soon as they find somebody that's more popular.
They will. But until then, he's good to go.
I mean, it's all about money. That's all it is.
You have to understand that every business at the end of the day is about fucking money.
No, but the thing is, just like what going back to the Serena Williams thing is, every sport, if you yell at the ref, you get in trouble.
Well,
I don't
she
know
was
what world that she lives in.
Well,
She's black, she's female, she stays on social media. She's not popular because she's good at the sport, because it's fucking tennis. Nobody's popular because they're good at the sport. She's popular because she's black, she's female, she's got a loud goddamn mouth,
and she's
attractive.
On
social media.
She's attractive.
I don't find her attractive.
I know, but a lot of people find her attractive. She's Instagram thick, and that's why she's popular.
She checks
but guess what?
Boxes.
Who was a popular tennis girl before her? Anna Kournikova.
And Anna Kournikova sucked ass at the game.
Yeah, right.
Yep. But
she
guess
was
what?
Terrible.
But she was nice to look at.
She was pretty to look at. I mean, for a blonde chick. I'm not into blonde chicks, but Anna Kournikova was kind of decent to look at. Fuck no, man. I'm definitely not into blonde chicks.
I mean, okay, fine. My personal...
That's a huge turn off to me.
Wait, Justin.
Sir.
What's your type?
Doesn't matter as far... It's more of how they carry themselves, so I don't care about hair color.
Yeah, see, that's kind of my thing, too. But if I had a type, it'd be brunettes. That dark black hair on white chicks. Just my favorite.
I love it. I like brunettes in general, as a general rule. So,
yeah, exactly.
Like, kind of not... I'm kind of not picky on that. So, like, Hispanic girls, love them. That dark hair, oh, yeah. Asian girls, that dark hair, love them. Fucking, even the even black Irish, where they've got the dark hair and kind of semi-tan skin, but they're just about as Irish gets. Yeah, no, definitely love that.
Well, the best thing I heard from that Serena Williams thing was somebody was like, what she was really mad is that girl is Asian, she's half her size and half her age, and now she has to realize, just like any other athlete, time has caught up to you.
Well, one of the funny things about it was she was decrying sexism and how she's out there fighting for women's rights, and everybody's like, but a woman won. What? You may have lost, but a woman won. I mean, also this chick, this other chick. She maybe kind of, sort of, might have had an argument if she had lost to a male. She didn't lose to a dude. It sounds like she lost to a tiny little Asian girl.
She did.
The Asian girl is actually half black. She's half black and half Asian, which
military brat.
It makes it even funnier.
Oh wow, what's she gonna claim next? Racism?
So I got blind rage, fleeting, transient, and narrow-minded on my rhino.
I don't know about fleeting expertise. What's the rank? What rank?
It's maxed out, so 60% efficiency, and then I got blind rage, transient, and narrow-minded. But the narrow and the blind aren't. The narrow, transient, and narrow-minded are not all maxed out yet.
So my transient fortitude is like 1 dot from there. I just like the numbers being a little better. My narrow-minded is 2 dots away, and my blind rage is... I can't remember. I need to go get another blind rage.
Let me pull up the builds right now so I can tell you the final numbers on it.
I need to go max out a blind rage and a transient fortitude just so I can change them out here and there.
I was actually kind of hoping it'd be sunny today so I could go outside and fucking mow my goddamn lawns, but it is sadly not sunny today. It is windy and it looks like it's going to rain any fucking second because it's a stupid hurricane, so.
Wait. But don't you live in, like, North Carolina?
No. Goddamn jackass. Fucking pay attention. No, I don't live in North Carolina. I've told you that, like,
South Carolina.
Probably 50 times now.
It's the same place. So
it's not the same place.
You might as well just say yes.
No, I'm not going to say yes. Trust me, you've never lived in either, so you wouldn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But trust me, they're not the same.
I lived in South Carolina.
That's true.
Did you live in North Carolina? Because I have lived in both.
No, I never said that. I'm saying I lived.
Well, I wasn't talking to you, but thank you for that information. Most appreciated.
Oh, Terror List is leaving right in front of me. Can't do anything about it.
Fuck the Terror List. I'm not even Terror List hunting. I'm gem mining at the moment.
I know. If you were Terror List hunting, I would want to be going with you. I'm actually just fishing. So this is how I get my daily standing now, is fishing for friggin' Norgs.
My standing is maxed out. I have no idea what to do with it.
Oh, once you max out with the Ostron standing and you've gotten all the shit, really the only thing left to do is just build as many Zaws as you want to build. That's the point where you go crazy with Zaw building.
Like I've honestly been considering of just buying the blueprints and seeing who wants them or making them.
If you want a nice, super duper damage dealing Zaw, talk to Scally. He's got some pretty decent builds. He's fairly knowledgeable about that stuff. Or very knowledgeable. See, one of the reasons why I can't really go and play Payday 2 a whole lot is because I don't know anything about the game and I'm no good at it.
Oh, dude. There are perk decks to learn. There are shitloads of perk decks. There's perk decks and skill decks to learn. It's one thing to look at this game and go, oh wow, this game has great skill decks and perk decks and blah blah blah, and that's kind of sort of true, but trust me, it's you wouldn't believe this about a shooter until you saw it, but it's way more involved with Payday 2. I mean, they went to the nth fucking degree with that shit, to a ridiculous degree with skill decks and perk decks.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Because I was gonna get on. I was thinking I was gonna probably get on.
Well, let me put it this way: there are 25 levels of prestige.
Damn it!
So, and it's not like Warframe. Oh, let me max my Warframe out at rank 30. Tee-hee, I'm good to go. I'll just put a Forma on it, and that's kind of sort of prestige. No, nigga. In Payday 2, I reached level 100. Yay! Oh, whoop. Nope, just kidding. There are things that are prestige only, and I need to be a certain prestige to get them, and it's called infamy. And, okay, so let me infamy up. Oh, goody! Goody, I gotta gain 100 ranks again. Oh, I can infamy again. And it costs me fucking money every time I do it, so I have to keep doing fucking missions. Because I'm gonna go broke just doing infamy and re-ranking and repaying for my fucking skill decks. And that's never mind. That's just the skill decks. Never mind the fucking perk decks.
Then again, the couple of games that I played with you and Sniper, those were actually pretty fun. You just got kind of yelly at me that one time, so I got all offended and I left.
Is that why you left?
No, I left because it was like 12 a.m. and I had to get up for work.
Oh, yeah, that's why you told me you left. So, I took you at your word. That's why you left.
So, did you get that Nezha skin at all?
No. But they did confirm Nezha's a boy.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm building him right now. He's cooking. 2 more days.
I've legit been saying he's a dude for long time.
No. I'm sure if I go back through my streams, I'll find one. I think Nezha's a girl. And Nezha's a dude. Very metrosexual looking dude, but still a dude.
No,
there's no boobies. If it's a girl, it's the first girl Warframe with like a completely flat chest and no boobies.
That's it's Equinox that's a girl. It's not.
You know what? I haven't really fucked with Equinox very much in a long time.
I'm pretty sure that's the one I was saying was probably a chick, and I know that Grim and both Grim and Okubo think that Nasha's a chick.
Yeah, no, they confirmed in the blog post that it's definitely a dude.
Yeah, see, there's a Naja in Smite, and the character card looks like a chick, but it's a dude. And it sounds like a chick, but it's a dude.
Well, we live in the day and age where people have ignored actual science and just go with the science of feelings, which isn't really a science, but moving on. So if you feel like you're a girl, then you must certainly have been born a girl. And oh, let's compare human beings to clownfish. And even though clownfish have roughly half the base pairs that humans have, if even that much, and are nowhere near as complex as human beings, we're just going to go ahead and compare the two because reasons.
Oh, Scally, I have two Mutalis Alice V assassinates.
Coordinates? Nice.
Yep, done. So whenever you want to go, let me know. I got 2 done.
Oh, you mean like the mission, like the actual mission unlocks? Okay.
Yeah, the
I take
mission
it you
unlocked.
still want to do you still want to like farm Mesa?
Well, I mean, whenever. Honestly, I
Okay.
just picked them up. I just been picking them up casually, and then I finally made them the other day.
Nice. Good for you, man. Let me see how many I've got, and we'll kind of put together our resources and go on a Mesa farm.
I mean, like, one thing I actually do want to do is I do want to make an Atlas. I know that's the Jordas Golem assassinate, but I really have to put time into my Archwings. I have not at all.
That one, believe it or not, I can damage carry you like a boss on that one.
It's actually pretty easy. Now, I don't have like a whole ton of Forma in the Grattler at the moment, but the Grattler is just kind of...
I'll be honest with you.
I have to finish making it. I need the Natan for that.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. Yes, the Grattler is awesome against that, but you know what's better? Imperator Vandal with explosive rounds.
I don't think I have that mod, though. I've got the Imperator Vandal, but...
You can make the explosive rounds with the heat and cold things, so...
Well, I'll look and see if I have that, because if I could make that, that would be pretty nice.
Yeah, the Imperator Vandal is fucking amazing. It is great for taking on the Jordas Golem.
It is a great weapon. I do really like it.
What's it called again? Imperator? What do I make it at? The lab?
Imperator Vandal. I have spare parts for it. They are tradable.
Yeah, I got spare parts for it, too.
I don't think I have everything you need to build it. I think I'm missing one part from it, but I know that I have a spare blueprint and probably a barrel, I want to say.
So if it's the stock that we're...
Is that a rifle for it, or...
It's the Imperator. It's like a rifle machine gun. Or basically like an assault rifle.
Wait, how many Mutalis Alid VNav coordinates do you have? Or
I got 2 completed.
Because I've got 9 of the coordinates, and it takes, what, 3 to make a key?
Yep.
So I basically have 3 keys.
Yeah, but it takes an hour to make each key, and what he's talking about is he has 3 keys made.
I have 2, sir.
2 keys?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have at least 1 key.
Well, if that's something...
Where do you get those blueprints from? Is it the lab?
I honestly don't remember where you get the blueprint from. Wait, what blueprint? Imperator Vandal? That was an event.
Oh, I don't have any of that. Yeah.
I'll hook you up.
He means the Mutalist Alid V.
Because I was thinking about making the Vessalus, but I need to get the barrel and the receiver. I have the stock. Then I have...
Damn it.
Actually, I have everything for Grattler. I just need to get Oxium.
It does take a fair amount of Oxium, yes.
Yeah,
right,
3,500.
How much Centaurum did I get? Oh, I got 10 Centaurum. That's not bad.
I have like 52 or 55 Centaurum, and I've got like 20 Radiant Centaurum at the moment.
Trade sentient cores for Quill's standing. Oh, apparently my daily standing has not reset with Quillanco. Fine, you fucking prick.
Well, it's only not even 3 o'clock where you are. So.
Yeah, well, I couldn't remember if I had done my daily standing from yesterday or not.
Oh, I need to look at my... Wait, what melee do you use on your Archwing?
I think Prisma Veritux.
Really?
Yeah. I think
I use the Centaur.
9 more minutes left on my Zaw parts, and then I can go build my Zaw dagger. All right. Oh, right. I wanted to look and see what I had.
Do you need any arcanes for it?
I might. I think I have an Exodia Force. I might try that, but we'll see.
Okay. It's like I said, I got 132,000 standing. So if you need me to get those blueprints, so I'm gonna work on them. I can.
Yeah, so I'm gonna work on Virtuo's Strike and see how that does against the Eidolon versus the other one, Virtuo's Shadow.
I have one maxed out.
Fuck.
Virtuo's Strike or a Virtuo's Shadow?
I have both maxed out.
Nice. I wish you could use
So
two
if you want to
arcanes
try
on-
one, you
I
can.
wish, yeah. I've done Virtuo's Shadow. It works really well. I'm gonna try Virtuo's Strike against an Eidolon and see how it does.
That's what I made it so I can try it. I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah. Yep, that's why I'm making one. I'm gonna try it out, see how it does, see how my damage is, but
All I know is DE better be putting this update out before Christmas.
they were. I'm gonna put it this way: they were supposed to drop Fortuna in August. They didn't.
Yep.
Oh, they were? Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
And
I mean,
watched the stream yesterday, and I can't remember everything, but there was a lot of Christmas talk, and I was like, "You better not be putting this thing out at Christmas.
See, wait,
You better be giving us our hoverboards soon."
So when was the Plains of Eidolon supposed to come out? Because it came out last October.
it came out like 6 months after they.
Yep, it was 6 months late.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
like 6 months late. Late.
Because after I got off of Smite, because after I went to take a break from Smite, about a couple of days after I hopped on Warframe, suddenly there's this thing called Plains of Eidolon and this new Warframe. It just came out of nowhere. It might have even been the second day.
I know, but I'm thinking of starting a petition so I can get that PvP that I want, the operator PvP.
So I've
been messaging them through Twitter like every day about it.
I've got an Imperator, Vandal Blueprint, and Barrel. I don't have the Stalker.
I have the blueprint and the barrel. There is no stock. You just need a receiver, and the receiver is, I think, one of the rarer parts.
Yeah, that's the one that never drops.
Yeah, but you need like 10 tellurium to build the fucker.
That's also true. That stuff's not that hard to farm, though.
It really isn't. You know what?
Man.
I bet it's in keys.
My kitty is so good now. I got bite and maul on him. Ooh,
wait, what? Did it say
cat.
it only required one coordinate?
Wait, really?
Did they change it?
I just clicked yes, but I think so.
Really?
When did that happen?
I don't know. Go to your fucking
go right now.
foundry. Go to keys in your foundry.
I'm going to look. Quiet.
Maybe
do
I
they
just
want
misread
everyone
it.
to have Atlas?
I do hope you misread it, though.
Mesa. Mutalista Lad V is Mesa, but
holy shit! It's only one coordinate now.
it's about
when did that
fucking
change?
time. Who the fuck knows? You know what?
So
I'm gonna check the most recent patch notes.
Yup.
takes
I see it right now.
So I didn't read it wrong. I'm not completely retarded. Awesome.
Nope, I see it right now too. I remember when it was 3, and that it was not that long
That
ago.
was, dude, that was like last week. It was 3 last week.
Only partially retarded.
I'm factually speaking not at all retarded, but
Nope. I mean,
they didn't change it in the last patch, so let's see about the patch before that. Because I know the last time I checked, and that was right around when Revenant came out, it hadn't changed. Here's the changes to Neza. Revenant ability changes. Thralls have more value in life and death, just as Revenant did. The general rule, Thralls will follow us. They provide CC and life damage and death, blah, blah, blah. On development build before release, Mesmer skin was recastable, but we removed this due to balance concerns. But our gut reaction was right. Thanks to your feedback, we've changed it back to how it was, and now you can recast Mesmer skin to recharge it. No shit, Sherlock. No fucking shit.
It turns out you guys were actually right for once. Good job.
No,
Here's
we're right all the time. As a result of a review from the capture missions changes that affected Oxium Acquisition, Galatea, Neptune, Oxium Acquisition as a whole, and Oxium Acquisition as a whole, we've made the following tweaks to better benefit your Oxium. Groffit, you fucking jackasses. Oxium Ospreys will now appear in the first 5 waves rounds of all Corpus Defense and Interception missions. Okay. Slight increase in the spawn chance of Ospreys in Corpus Defense and Interception missions at higher waves and rounds.
Slight increase. Thanks.
Thanks, fuckwits.
Love you.
A founding warlord role has been added into the clan hierarchy. This hierarchy is above warlord, and there can only be one. Founding warlord has permissions of a warlord, but can freely change the rank of any member. Now that's nice. I'm gonna have to correct it.
Oh yeah, speaking of that,
can I get
you're gonna bump me up? I'm trying to. I was trying to do some decorating.
What if I don't? I'll tell you what. There is a there are plenty of rooms. Pick a room, lay claim to it, and decorate it any way you please. How about that?
I can't. That's what I was saying. I don't have the ability to.
Yeah, would you relax a second? I actually have to go into fucking clan management, you jackass.
All right, so what melee weapons do you guys recommend for Archwing?
For what?
For the Archwing.
Oh, Archwing, Centaur.
Centaur.
All right, let me see what the hierarchies currently include.
Also, can we bump me up yet? I'm actually fine with guide, but also we need to start a petition for Zendikar to change his name to Zendikar.
Zendikar?
Yes.
I go to edit hierarchies, and it's... Oh, wow, you can't edit the warlord hierarchy. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
You should
well,
be
you should be the only warlord.
I'm the founding warlord, and then there's the actual warlord, which you can't change any of the stuff for. And then there's war chief, captain, lieutenant, guide, soldier, squeaker, and the punished.
It's still funny.
What?
Squeaker.
It is still funny, isn't it? Oh, shit. What is about... Okay. Let's see. What's the nearest thing that has decorator capabilities? Wow. Alright, so right now only war chiefs can decorate.
Jesus, dude. You mad at everybody?
Yeah.
Like, no one decorates but me.
No one touches the
Well, no, more or less what I did was I went through and just added certain permissions to certain hierarchies. Like... Oh, no, I'm sorry.
He lied to us.
So we only need a lieutenant can do architect, which is begin construction or destruction of dojo rooms and decorations. Dojo decorators can add and remove decorations, but cannot construct or destruct. Okay, so we're gonna remove architect and put decorator on lieutenant, and we'll make a guides dojo decorators as well. And then yeah, captains and above will be architects and decorators.
Can I be a captain yet? Dang it.
I think we only have one captain at the moment.
Okobo? No. Main
no.
Rain. Main Rain?
Main Rain.
Knew it! Yes! What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm going to see this.
Tell you what, homie. We'll pop you up to lieutenant.
Who?
Ryu.
Yeah.
Someone who's going to put plat into decorating.
You can now queue decorations. I will make sure that is in fact the case.
God, am I stuck at...
Sweet.
Yeah,
Damn
you
it.
can now actually begin. You can add or remove decorations, but you cannot construct or destruct dojo rooms.
That's fine. That's fine.
The next rank
Not,
above you can construct or remove dojo rooms, but
he's not really worried about the rooms, just like the
Yeah,
decorations.
I just wanted to, when I get bored, sometimes I just want to go in and decorate, put some stuff down, because there's a lot of empty space in the rooms.
So what I would like for you to do is there is a room. Excuse me, sorry about that. There is a room that it's like the
I'm
build
headed
your
there
own.
now. Let's see.
It's the one where it's like build your own obstacle course. Do me a favor and turn that into a club.
A
Like,
club?
yeah, make it look like a fucking bar with a dance floor and all kinds of fun
Oh.
shit. Maybe put.
All right, what's the name of the room that it's?
It doesn't have a name that I recall, but I'll go in the dojo and tell you where to
Show me
find it.
where.
I don't know why I went about going into the dojo the fucking slow way.
We get a club. It would be really awesome if they would let us have NPCs in our dojo. Like you could hire
Oh,
like
it's
a
on the
janitor.
it's on the ground floor. Are you with me? Yeah, you're follow me.
Just don't see why I
Your
would
smoky room.
Where are you? Where are you?
Damn!
You're going to the wrong way. Come with me.
So I don't have enough to build that.
Honestly, I've never even went down this hall.
In time. There's no separating from self. That's quite Uncle Brett.
Here?
Simple nexus.
No.
Close.
This room.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's easy.
Pimp this room out, homie. Like, build a dance floor, a bar, maybe take a bunch of shit and make a giant fucking statue of a dude chained to the floor. Get fucking creative with this bitch.
Well, it still says run course. Am I able to put the decorations down, or do you have to change that?
No.
Yay!
You can actually hit escape, go to decorations, and hit decorate and start pulling shit up. You'll go in decorate mode and just place decorations. You can do, let's see, traps, cubes, end gates, fire traps, laser traps, vanishing cubes, floor tiles, wedges.
Make it easy.
You know what? How about this? How about fucking, if you can't build a fucking, build a ridiculous fucking obstacle course. How about that?
All right, I'll work on it.
Yeah.
Do what I did though when I was making portal maps. Make sure that you can run it. If it can't be run, you've done it wrong. Which, by the way, guys, I have built. If you guys like Portal 2, I have built a shitload of Portal 2 maps.
But first, before I can tell you if I like it, I have to know what it is.
Have you never played Portal?
No.
I know what it is. I never played
It's
it.
one of the best games Valve has ever made. It's single player only. Basically, you put a portal on a surface. You put an entry portal on a surface, an exit portal on another surface, and you pop through the portals. So it's a movement puzzle. You don't have to worry about much in the way of picking things up, except for maybe the occasional cube or orb. You activate switches to turn things on or off, and basically you try to portal yourself around to solve various fucking puzzles without falling into goo or acid or getting electrocuted or getting shot to death. And then eventually, in the first portal, in both portals, you end up fighting GLaDOS.
There's a Portal 3, right?
No, there's a Portal 1 and a Portal 2. You know Valve,
right.
They're allergic to the number 3.
Oh, right.
Valve hears the number 3 and immediately goes into fucking shock.
Conniption fits.
Yeah, they're like, I swear, they fucking have a severe allergic reaction to the point of, they're afraid of dying.
right, I'm gonna do some endo farming, and then after that, where's a good place to level up my Arcwing?
I usually go to the mobile defense. Actually, if you're leveling up Arcwings, I might go with you because
There's a mobile defense one that's really good, and there's
that's
an
the one- that's the one
interception that's even better.
Oh,
All
really?
right, well, let me finish this arena.
The interception, I think, is better because you can keep doing it for as long as you want to do it, or as long as your weapons and abilities allow you to. I guess is more accurate.
Well, that makes more sense.
So you can grind it for quite a while.
Because I mostly did the mobile defense. Because I'm still working on ranking up the Amatia, and I've got the battle axe, and then the clubby thing.
You're trying to hit that MR25, aren't you?
No, yes, fine. If I can't be as good as you, I at least want the same mastery rank. So. I just want to be good, man. Respected.
That's why I put together that guide.
But you take a dump on the best frame in the game, Limbo.
I don't take a total dump on him. I just kind of dump on the way he was designed.
He was kind of, yes, very poorly designed.
Honestly, I haven't even finished leveling him up. I don't get him. He doesn't seem that fun to me right now.
The reality is, if you build a good Limbo, he's only useful in a very small number of missions, and even then, he's really not that much fun because all he does is like stop him from fucking with you. Like his combat abilities are weak sauce. I know people that have spec'd him out to like have minimum duration possible with Cataclysm, so that they can do big damage with Kata. But even then, that is completely worthless in high level missions.
It is.
Because it doesn't, it's not like it does armor crush or like it removes armor like Mag does. Mag is at least somewhat useful in high level missions because she can strip armor and fuck people up. But Limbo's just like, oh, there's a cataclysm, it goes boom, it makes a little bit of a bubble, and oh well. Whereas like Frost can Avalanche. Even without the augment, Avalanche cuts their fucking armor value in half while they're frozen. That's ridiculous. Oh, you had a really high armor? Yeah, not anymore, motherfucker.
That's why I like, yeah. I mean, not with your Icy Avalanche build, but...
My Icy Avalanche build works for cutting the armor, but the armor is only cut for a few seconds. So you need something that can deal shitloads of damage really quickly.
Yours isn't even for a couple of seconds. Yours is like a couple of milliseconds.
No, it's a couple of seconds. It's like 2 points. It's like anywhere between 1.8 and 2 point something seconds. But in reality, with my lens and the melee weapons that I carry, that's really all that you need. So it cuts their armor in half while adding armor to myself. Yeah, no, that's totally good. That's awesome. Like if I had 2 extra mod slots on Frost, and I could just pop in something to pop his duration up even just a little bit, it would be fucking balls to the wall amazing.
I'm just waiting for the day where we get Riven Warframes.
Rivens for Warframes?
Yep.
At some point, they might actually do that.
They should. Why not?
The way the damage scaling works, they would have to do it, they would almost have to do it for some of the Warframes at this point. Like, Ember is fucking worthless once the enemies are above level 40.
That's true. She is fun for low levels and really good at low levels, but she is just... Ember and high levels is only good if you have...
That used to not... You have to understand that used to not be the case. Because it used to be that the fire would do... The World on Fire would do armor damage. And then they're like, we're going to take that away. Yeah, no.
Was that before the most recent nerf?
That was a long time ago. I don't remember when they nerfed that.
Okay, so I have never gotten to experience this.
Oh yeah, it was awesome because what would
That
happen is
blows.
you would cast accelerate while you were doing World on Fire. You'd cut their armor and double your damage.
Accelerant.
Yep. Accelerant also used to be it used to act a little bit like Spore. If you had hit someone with Accelerant and they came in contact with someone else who wasn't in contact with Accelerant, they would get hit by it too. So
Really?
it would spread. I mean,
So,
its spread radius
you know
wasn't
what?
that great. And
Tell you what. I'm going to have to ask you to stop talking because I'm actually getting kind of mad.
so stop talking about how they
How they
fucked some Warframes.
crapped all over my used-to-be favorite Warframe until the most recent nerf, which made her even worse than she was before, and now I'm hearing that she used to be even better.
Dude, why do you think at one point Ember Prime was 800 plat for a set minimum? Like that was the low price. The average price was around 1,000 to 1,200 plat for a set, and there was a good fucking reason for it. She was amazing at high level missions. I mean, yeah, she was still squishy as hell, but
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
with
her
that,
armor would.
wait, was the augment
That was
always
before that was before augments even existed. There was no such thing as syndicates at the time.
really? I've only been playing this game for about 2 years, or 2.5 years, maybe 3 years. I can't remember suddenly.
They've nerfed a lot of the fucking Warframes. Oh, they at some point they patched Loki. You can no longer like jump off the edge of a cliff and then teleport with your teammate.
Yeah, I noticed that, and that's very sad.
I mean, it's good in that you can't troll motherfuckers with it like that anymore, but
at the same time, come on.
well, that
And
was one of those things they should have fixed, and
don't say that.
it's kind of disappointing in that if I decide to be an asshole with Loki, that's one less tool for me to be an asshole with. But at the same time, it's like at least I don't run into troll Loki anywhere near as often.
But it's okay. At least I've got Limbo, so there.
It's a little harder to troll with Limbo now. Thank God.
Well, yeah, now that we can shoot through his 2, that sucks. I mean, that's good. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, I'm actually glad they patched that. That was ridiculous. I'm gonna hit his 2. Ha ha ha! Your grenades and shit explode in your face. Enjoy your day. Woo! You know what? Fuck all of you Limbo players for that shit. I hope you fucking.
That was just the greatest thing to ever do. That's all I mean, I never did that with Limbo. That's all I ever did.
Yeah, you're lying through your teeth. You enjoy doing it.
I wish I could still do it now, if I'm being completely honest. And I'm angry that they patched that.
I'm not. Glad they patched that. There are some patches that they made that I was like, what the fuck were you thinking? And then there were others where it's like, I don't know why you didn't do that shit from the get-go, but at least you fixed it.
You people are so trash, but at least... Hey!
I'm not saying that they're trash. It's just that they do things that... In some ways, they do things that don't make sense, and then other times they do things and it's like, okay, you kind of should have done that from the get-go. But you know what? At least now it's fixed.
Why are there Karkinos, the little dudes? Why are there those little rabbit things running around on Earth?
They're supposed to be on the plains, as far as I know.
They're here on this Earth. They're here on this freaking Kuva flood.
I don't know. It's weird.
That's weird.
All right, I should be able to put was it concealed?
Covert lethality.
Covert. Yeah, there it is. Covert lethality. I'll take that.
Need to do some more endo farming so I can level up all these mods. Right now, my iron skin is only 6,100.
Wait.
So I gotta max out these other mods.
Are there 3
eventually.
Cavots here?
Mods. Let's. You know what? I've never used pointed wind, so.
I don't really care for it, but you might like it.
I am gonna max out covert lethality.
I would highly suggest doing that. I wish Mag was better in combat. I really like playing her. She's just not very good.
Oh God.
She's really squishy.
I'm not gonna have space for a berserker.
Need that MR26.
Fine, I'll just put primed pressure point on it for now. I'm only gonna be ranking it anyway.
Gotta get my Orvius disc. I don't know if I'm gonna rebuild that weapon.
I think I kept that one. Just
I needed the weapon space for it, which is why I got rid of it, because apparently it was good until they nerfed the stealth gas procs.
It was even better before they nerfed power throw, so that it didn't do explosive damage anymore.
I was actually really mad about that, because there was a way you could do that. You could use what's its name on it? There was a Wukong build that you could use with power throw that made his the augment for his 1, which launches you into the air, make glaives do a ton of damage.
Well, no, like my thing with it is that condition overload was amazing with it.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Oh, I'm so helpful. Hey man, if you're gonna bring Umbra, don't suck ass with it, or try not to.
What now?
I've got a good I've got a good stream for this guy to watch, a video, or a part of a stream for this guy to watch if he wants to know how to play Excalibur, or how to not play Excalibur.
You know what?
My suggestion would be to not stand in front of high-level Nox, but that's just me. That's just me.
And you're a huge troll. Yes, we get it.
I'm getting kicked from the clan.
We all know that your sense of humor is very trolly, so...
What? Since when? When?
Forever?
Forever? Oh, come on. I just feel bad. It's all you're almost
How
like
is it all my fault?
Everything's your fault. We've discussed this before. I'm pretty sure we've discussed this before.
All right, I'll be back on a little bit.
Are you taking off?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Let's roll this.
God damn it.
Oh, you know what the resource booster doesn't work with?
Endo?
What?
Resource booster doesn't work with Endo.
It doesn't?
Nope.
So 2 things it doesn't work with. That sucks.
What was the thing you were talking about?
Sentient cores.
Oh, nope. They're not considered resources.
Now that's just stupid.
There's resources, items, and resources, items, and currency. Endo is not a currency. It's not a resource. It's considered an item. Just like Itan statues and cores are considered items.
You know how awesome it would be to pick up 2 sculptures?
Whereas Kuva is a resource, and credits are obviously currency. Actually, Kuva is both currency and resource, I think. But for the purposes of boosters, it's a resource.
I see.
There was rumor unconfirmed, of course, that at one point before they patched it, it was both because it's both a currency and a resource. That if you had both a credit and a resource booster going, you would double your Kuva twice. I never personally experienced this, so I can't verify the truth of the statement.
Oh, hey, I've got a question.
Shoot.
Why doesn't Nova have any at least halfway decent augments?
Because DE hates Nova.
I like Nova.
Honestly, I don't know the truth behind the reasoning for that. I'm sure DE has one shit reason or another, but at the end of the day, what it amounts to is Nova's 4 is ridiculous enough by itself that it doesn't really need an augment. And I can't remember if it's her 2 or her 3 that's also a little on the redonkulous side, but
the 3 is the portal.
No, it's not the 3 then. It's definitely the 2, the Nova bomb thing.
That's it. That thing does do a lot of damage.
Yeah, my roommate experimented with the 2 for a little while, or the augment for the 2, to see if it could make it more powerful. And it kind of, sort of does, but not really. I mean, it's much more efficient to just keep casting the 2 because you can cast it multiple times than it is to cast it once and then dump a bunch of ammo into it just to get a slight damage boost. You get better DPS out of just casting it multiple times. fucking rank that Zaw to 15 off the gate, out of the gate.
Nice. Wait, you did the sortie?
Oh yeah, I've long since done the sortie.
What'd you get?
What do you think I got?
Oh! Hold on. Gotta mute my mic a second. Hold on.
Yep, laugh it up, Buttercup. Just means I'm gonna have a shitload of endo. And apparently I'm out of Amber Stars.
Oh, I feel better now. I wish I could get Null Star to just kind of stick around Nova and not go and seek out people and just kind of stay there. So I can
It
just
seeks
keep
out
that.
people that get close to you.
Well, if you have range on her, which I have some of, then the range for it increases.
Yeah, I don't have shit for range. All my shit for Nova is dumped into duration. Because I built for her 4.
I have a build for her portal specifically for the planes.
Range would matter for that, yeah.
Which I can probably make a little better. That's for us. I'm taking the... Do you have any Forma in your Nova? Because I don't have any Forma in my Nova.
I don't remember.
I need to put in a couple of Arcanes on here, though, now that we're talking about this.
I still haven't, like, used a bunch of Arcanes on a bunch of my Warframes, actually. Should probably fix that.
I don't have tons of... Oh, here we go. I don't either, but... Like, I'll put them on there for, like, a sortie or something, but I either usually just take them off, or... I don't really use Arcanes on Warframes.
I've started doing it a little more because there's some definitive benefits to it.
Well, it's just that I do it. I put on like usual. What do I have on here?
For some reason, I have Arcane Velocity on.
I'm taking my Nova and I'm putting Arcane Deflection and Arcane Ice on there for the what's their names? Grenier. Wormhole has 140 meter span for
You know, I was really hoping to get a fucking couple of Iatan Amber Stars out of this bullshit, and I have yet to get one.
From what?
I'm running Cap on Sedna, and like hitting... I think I've hit pretty much all of the loot at this point, and I'm killing all the dudes.
So, what I actually do for that one, to farm that, is I actually do Mariana on Earth. And
yeah?
True, you get more blue stars, but that's where I would go to farm, to legit farm the sculptures and the stars. I don't know if it's still good, but that's what I did.
I'm not really trying to farm the stars as much as I'm trying to rank up this dagger.
Well, then yes, Kappa Sedna is what you want to use, or what you want to go on. Because you can, you've got Covert Lethality on there, right?
Yep.
So yeah, you just walk up to dudes and you get the stealth bonus.
Oh, yeah.
Or wait a minute. You said Kappa, not Adaro, right?
It's Kappa on Sedna. It's a spy mission.
Okay, you're doing the spy. See, that's the one that I did to rank up a lot of my weapons.
I do, a lot of times what I'll do is Dione on Saturn.
Yeah, because you run around, you kill everything. In my personal opinion, it's just a little quicker to do Kappa Sedna over and over.
Well, the problem with Kappa Sedna is like you may spend all day with some of the weaker, more bullshit weapons just trying to kill one dude, and
No,
I'm not in for that.
No, well, I would go in there and I would go out of there taking 0% damage and doing no damage. All I would do is run the vaults.
If you kill all the dudes, you get way more experience for your weapon, especially if it's the only weapon you have equipped.
But it takes way longer.
It does, but that's why I don't do Kappa Sedna for leveling most weapons. Like, I'll test it out on Dion and see how it does, but like this thing with covert lethality, it's pretty much guaranteed you're going to be doing enough damage, so it's pretty good. You can watch the bar go up every time you fucking kill a dude. They're high enough level. So my weapon was rank 15 when I came in here. It's already 17 and I haven't even gotten to fucking point B yet.
And you're only getting blue stars. Dang it.
Correct. I'm only getting blue stars.
I do not kill the dudes when I go to Sedna.
I do. It's part of ranking it quickly. Although honestly, you might be onto something there when it comes to just hitting the points up. You just have to run it more times. So I guess for me, it's more of a balance between how many times I run it versus how much shit I gain.
Well, honestly, I haven't really, I haven't compared the two, but I'm pretty sure, well, I say I'm pretty sure, I don't 100% know that. I just ground slam those. I'm not really thinking that you're going to find a whole lot of difference in timing between killing all the dudes and just running the vaults over and over.
I think it's not a time thing. At that point, it's how many times do I have to fucking play this same map to get the shit that I want. So the fewer times that I have to play, because the maps don't really change. Even the puzzles don't really change. It's going to be one of 4 fucking puzzles.
Yep.
Every fucking time. One of 4, one of 5 fucking puzzles. So it gets really, really boring. Really quick.
It's Warframe. Grinding is boring. Yes, I will admit that killing stuff is a lot of fun, and I do like killing stuff, yeah. But at the same time, if you do, what's it called?
Oh, so I found a mod for Payday 2 that Sniper and I tested out the other night. It was fucking ridiculous. You can lobotomize the AI. I mean, it doesn't do anything for you if you're running like you're running a loud mission. It's actually a bad thing because then not enough cops fucking spawn. Like, the cops will spawn where you can't get to them, and then they'll just stay there because they got no brains. And so you can't proceed, yeah. But, like, if you're doing, like, a quiet mission where you don't want extra shit to go nuts, it's fucking hilarious. I won't say it's great, because it does suck the fun right out of it. Like, it fucking straight up sucks the fun right out of it. But if you know you're about to get fucked anyway, and you turn it on, you can still complete the mission. So it wouldn't be a case of, yeah. So let's say I think you did Shadow Raid with us, and
that one where Sniper kept setting off the alarms.
Yeah. So in a case where it's like, oh shit, somebody saw a Sniper and we ran out of pagers, just lobotomize the AI, and then you're good. You can go ahead and finish out the mission at that point, because at that point if you've gone like the one that you ran with us where we had like 2 bags to go, and all we had to do was, somebody come upstairs and grab the goddamn key card, And I don't remember if it was me or if it was Sniper, but one of us set off a fucking guard. We were out of goddamn pagers, and it was just fucking game. Like, there was no way we could have done it even with ECM jammers. Yeah, a case like that, that would have been real fucking handy. Or, you know, if you're just fucking wanting to gain a couple of levels real quick, it's not bad for that. Jesus, I hate those fucking arc traps when all you're carrying is a melee weapon because you can't do anything to them.
Yes, you can. You can ground slam them. I mean, you. Wait
Not
a minute.
before they alert everybody in the next 2 rooms that you're there.
So press 5.
Wow, holy fucking shit! I just fucking stealth killed a goddamn Nox with this covert lethality dagger. That's pretty good.
It's a great mod. I'm still waiting for us to get to that part in the stream, though.
What?
Where you one-shot the Nox. I mean, you do realize you can press 5 and kill him that way, right?
If you're talking 5, I don't know what 5 is for you. 5 for me switches to my operator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to kill them with the operator. I'm trying to level the fucking weapon. If you kill them with the operator, it ranks the amp, not the weapon.
The traps.
Okay. That, I'll be honest, I didn't think about. But you're right.
Because, like, if you've got a melee weapon and you've got those stupid doors with the frickin' thingies and you can't you can't hit them with your melee, just press 5 and hit them with your operator. And it works a lot easier. And then that's what I do with those trap things.
Seems like you would think, yeah, well, I'm kind of feeling dumb now because you're right, and I should have thought of doing that and done it that way, but I didn't, and I didn't, so there you go.
Well, if you've learned something, I'm happy I can help. See, I feel like I'm at
More
least
like you reminded me of something that I should have known and that I feel like I've done in the past. Maybe I'm just fucking too lazy for it right now, I don't know. Brain, take effort. Lazy. Ugh.
Oh, I'm
Which
sure
is fine because I'm playing a video game and not making a fucking how to I think I'm smart YouTube video.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have your mic on if you were doing that, and you wouldn't be in this call.
Fuck no, it wouldn't be.
I mean, seriously, I'm in the call. Of course not. I've got a bala pole arm that's basically a alternate version of your poon poker. My jab jab boinks. See, if I were playing Payday 2, I wouldn't be able to give people advice like this. Or not advice, but at least tell them what I do and see if they can use that.
Play it enough and you will.
Well, like with Warframe, I have like 1,500 hours in this game, and come to think of it, I wonder how many hours I have in Smite.
Rank 25 with the Zaw, so I gained 10 ranks off of that. Ugh.
And you didn't get any Amber Stars. Dang it.
Nope, sure didn't.
So you're going to have weekends off from now on?
Yep.
Well, that'll be sweet.
Right.
Because I usually have weekends off, and I know that Grim doesn't have school on the weekends.
Yep. Most people actually have weekends off. Just El Lamos that work at call centers don't.
But that won't be you.
Not
That's
anymore.
not you anymore. Wait, did you tell the creepy transgender person goodbye?
Fuck no. Half the time they weren't even on my shift.
What was their name?
There was 2 of them.
Oh, there were 2 of them?
Jason and James. Who wanted to go by Jasmine and Lee. But here's the thing. Like, a girl who was born and named Lee knows that you don't spell a girl's name Lee with L-E-E. That's how you spell a guy's name that's named Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Lee is usually, for girls, is L-E-I-G-H or Leah.
Yeah.
It's never just L-E-E. That's always what dudes do.
Yep.
That's pretty much how you tell the difference between a dude that's named Lee and a girl that's named Lee.
The spelling.
Yep.
I mean,
If you're just looking at names on a list, yes.
was that how their name was spelled?
L-E-E. James Lee Harden. Lee being a nickname that it gave itself. At the end of the day, it's like, you know what? If that makes you happy, fine. Do whatever the fuck makes you happy. I don't give a shit. But
Don't force it on me.
no. My problem is don't fucking, run around telling bullshit lies. Oh, it's science, because it's not. Oh, I was born that way. No, you weren't. No, you fucking were not.
Hey man, it's the science of feelings, which
There's no such thing.
Which I didn't know existed, and I've never seen like a real.
It doesn't really exist. It's a way of explaining how people think that they can say and do and believe stupid fucking things. Well, I feel this way, so it must be science. No, jackass. That's not how science works. Plenty of people feel like they should cut their fucking arms off because they feel like their arm doesn't belong there. Well, guess what? Those people are mentally ill. Just like the people who want to cut their dicks off and make fake vaginas out of it are mentally ill. Not really a difference there. What's disturbing to me is that we're not instead of treating a mental illness, we're fucking claiming that these people who have a mental illness actually have something completely different that they don't. And so we're basically letting a bunch of crazy people run around the streets and talk a bunch of bullshit that doesn't exist, has no basis in fact. And instead of just, pointing out, well, sorry kids, this doesn't have any basis in fact, and you really need to stop, it's just become socially acceptable to go, oh, well, just let them, maybe if we just shut up. No, that's not how the world gets to be a better place. The world doesn't get to be a better place when everybody remains silent about the fucking facts. Go ask anybody that fucking what's-his-face from Hollywood raped. Harry Weinstein, or whatever the fuck his name was.
Harvey,
Harry, Shitbird, Shatbird, whatever. He's fucking garbage. And the only people worse than the ones making the claims are the ones that enable and support those claims, even though the facts are completely the opposite. Like this jackass, this guy that used to be my friend, he's posting this thing he saw on Tumblr, for fuck's sake. This dude that was going, not joking, this guy that claimed to be a doctor, which, by the way, I investigated. He doesn't actually have a PhD, just so we're clear. He doesn't even have a master's. or even a bachelor's degree. He has a fucking high school diploma. Just so everyone is fucking clear. Oh, well, there have been males. There have been cases of males being born with ovaries. Yes, there have been. Except they're not really ovaries. Out of all of those cases, if you go and you can look them up for fuck's sake, every goddamn one. One, they're extremely fucking rare. Two, 90% of those cases, it's not actually an ovary. It's a pair of testicles that never descended. Whoops. You know what happens to people that have testicles that never descend like that? 9 times out of 10? Well, I won't say 9 times out of 10. It's actually more like 45% of the time. They end up with testicular cancer or another disease that I forget what the name of it is. But basically, it's a disease that only affects fucking males. And it's deadly. And the only thing that can be done for it is to remove the non-descended testicles. There have been cases where males were born with actual fucking well, whether or not you actually want to call it an ovary and say yes, we're going to validate this as an ovary really depends on, what we medically define as an ovary. But if we medically define an ovary as something that actively produces eggs and causes the hormonal changes necessary to produce offspring, then they're not ovaries because they never did that. But they're ovary-like, and they end up with what the fuck is it called? It's a type. It's a type of like. It's not really ovarian cancer, although that's also possible. A few cases have had that. But basically, if you got testicles that don't descend, or you're a male that was born with ovaries, the shit's gonna have to be removed, or you're gonna die, because genetic mutations suck. Although that's more of a hormonal mutation with most of those cases than it is a genetic. And while there's no definitive proof that there was some sort of birth defect that caused it, that's the general consensus in the medical community at this time. The reason a lot of people don't really care for that explanation is because it's a, blame the mom mentality. But let's be honest. If your mom fucking did crack cocaine and it caused birth defects, you kind of have a right to blame her.
Well, it's not like she can really do anything about it.
After the fact, no. Before the fact, yes. Oh, why am I fucking trying to do this? I only need like 3 levels with this fucking thing. Whatever. Whatever, ninja.
Wait, can I come up to you and say, "Hey, Ginger"?
I'd really appreciate you not.
Wait, are you actually legit kind of offended by the term?
Not kinda. Once upon a time, I'd never even heard that as a reference for redheaded people, and I'm going to tell you why the term offends me. Because by the time I started hearing that as a reference towards redheaded people, it came coupled with statements like, gingers have no soul, gingers are God's mistakes, so on and so forth. And do you know the first couple of places I ever heard that kind of rhetoric?
Church?
No. I heard that from KKK members about black people. I've heard that from Nazis. The Nazis used to say that shit about Jews. So when people are like, ginger this and ginger that, and I'm like, you know what? All the shit that people say about gingers is the same shit that the fucking KKK says about blacks, and it's the same shit that Nazis said about the Jews. It's the same fucking tired shit. So, you know what? Why don't we just put a stop to all the bullshit right now and just not do it? How about that? How about
But
that?
don't you say the word? But don't you say nigga from time to time?
I have too many black friends and I picked up bad habits from them.
Oh. Oh yeah, you were the one who said you grew up in the area where people do that.
Dude, all of the high schools I went to as a teenager were predominantly black. Every damn one of them. When I say predominantly, we're not talking, oh, well, 53% of them were black kids. No, we're talking like 88 to 93% were black kids. The only time you would ever see a class full of all white kids is if you were in advanced math class or an advanced biology class or in like Spanish 3, for example.
Yep, it's because white people are way smart. I mean,
No, it has nothing to do with being way smarter. It's just that um, I don't know why, but it's been my experience that it's not cool to be intelligent. It's not cool to have any kind of aspirations for your life outside of sports. And
that's
since
true.
teenagers
But
teenagers
yeah,
in general, regardless of creed or color or ethnicity, teenagers in general just want to fit in and they just want to be part of the group. So when you're a black kid and you grow up around nothing but other black kids, if the vast majority of those kids, say 60%, are fucking retards and think that it's cool to be a dumbass, and that you're not cool if you do take the higher level maths and the higher level sciences and the higher level language classes, you're probably, since all of those are optional, things that you have to sign up for, you're probably not going to take them just so that you fucking don't get made fun of, just so that you can fit in. Is that how things should be? Fuck no. You're fucking dumb if you do shit that way. But that's kind of part of the argument, isn't it? Stupidity
yeah,
breeds stupidity. And it has nothing to do with being black or white. It has to do with being a dumbass teenager being shoved in with a bunch of other dumbass teenagers and having little to no guidance from either parents or teachers. You don't get it from teachers because our education system has been fucking neutered. You don't get it from the parents because parents, as a general rule, are lazy as shit and don't want to fucking actually raise their kids because that requires fucking effort.
yeah, but that's why they send them to public school. Have the schools basically
Do their
parent their
work
kids.
for them, yeah. And they get all pissed off when that doesn't happen.
Yep.
I need a creative name for the Zaw.
Yeah, so I just know that you're saying that you're not asking me.
Oh, nice. Let me name it Throat Slitter.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
Nice. None of those are technically really, woo! Bad words. Wait, so do I not put range on Nova's 4?
No, I didn't care for Pointed Wind very much, but I'll try Stinging Thorn. It's worth the same, so. Primed Pressure Point. Where's my Covert Lethality?
Hey, Scally.
What up, Ninja?
Do I not need, range on a Slova build for her 4? Am I
No,
just...
you don't need range. You need, for Slova or Speedva, you need duration. Because it's not based on her range, it's based on her duration.
So what you're saying is I need to take stretch off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, silly me then. Wait, so I could put narrow-minded on and it would still be fine?
I don't remember what narrow-minded does off the top of my head, but probably.
It's massive increase in duration and a negative range.
Yeah, actually. That's actually the way to go, is just like if you're going to try to expand it out as far as possible and hit as many people as possible, um, duration is what you want.
Mm.
'Cause the longer it lasts, the further out it stretches.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I haven't been on the past couple of days very much, or in the call, because I've just been so tired. I cannot get a break where I work. Dang it.
That's how that shit works a lot of times.
I mean, my boss can't either, but he did it to himself. He even told me that he wasn't going to bring his nephew back. He's like, well, he didn't really, show up a lot, and, all that, but, and then he just stuck anyway. You're playing Payday 2? Look at that! Does that mean I should get on Payday 2?
Yeah, if you want.
You cut out. Discord is doing that thing.